grinding my nerd shit. Alright. Got 55, probably 58 packs to open. Got a nice little Johnny over here.
My axe, there will be justice.
Create a 1/1 green and white Kithkin creature token. Deal 4 damage to target tapped creature. Look at the top X cards of your library, X is your life total. Put any number of non-land permanent cards, amount of value 3 or less from among them onto the battlefield, and then shuffle. Alright. And he's a pure... Wait, the Kithkin's green-white. Unfortunately, I don't think that counts toward his manas, so I think if we're going to use him as a commander, he's going to be white only. But we might make some not commander decks today. Claim! Get started! Also claim these! Claim! Got our lands for it. There it is. Like, wait, there's one more. I don't think we have to do anything in the store, but I always like checking the dailies just to see if there's anything interesting, cheap, or free. God, the store is so poorly optimized. Just card styles, huh? Oh, but we do have a couple for things I have in my decks. 70% off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. God, all of these cards are in my deck. More can't such an issue when you have 2 removal cards in your deck. Might want a little bit more removal. I might want to grab a couple of these, because we do use them all in the squirrel deck. It's kind of fun. It's all squirrel stuff in here. Except for prairie... Hey, prairie dog's a squirrel. I don't think prairie dogs really are squirrels, but it's claiming. That's funny, though. It's squirrel day in here. Well, buckle up! We gotta open a lot of booster packs. The gold packs are all going to be rares and whatnot. And we're gonna get a nice collection of wild cards. Breeding pool. Jesus Christ! Jesus Christ! I told you, I picked up the pre-order. I thought you were gonna too. Search your library for a legendary creature card, reveal it, put it in your hand, and shuffle. I might put together an artifact deck, because I have some nice artifacts. Taster of Wares. When this creature enters, target opponent reveals X cards from hand, X number of goblins you control. We're definitely doing some goblin fun. Oh, the Mastery Pass. I got my gems saved up for that as well. Each player can choose a creature. Sacrifice all other creatures they control that don't share creature type. That is fair. I had some Steam gift cards from Christmas, so I was like, whatever. At the beginning of your upkeep, return up to 2 target creature cards with power 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Put a +1/+1 counter on each of them. And Face Stealer. Exile up to 1 target creature when it enters. Whenever another non-token creature dies, you exile it. And for you pay 1, choose a creature card exiled, and co-gains all the abilities of that card. That's a fun one. I don't need the animation. I might just click on open all. Summon Titan. Return all land cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. That has a home immediately in like 3 of my decks. The end of turn, another target creature you control gets trample and +X/+X. Where, yeah, no, we have a number of landfall decks that'll be happy to have that. +1/+1 counter on each artifact, creature, or vehicle you control. Like I said, I keep on getting a lot of good artifacts. I might have to put together an artifact. Merfolk Wizard. Sig can't be blocked. Whenever this creature enters or transforms into Sig, Wander Wine, Wisdom, target creature gains. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, Draw a card. I like you. Cosmos Caller, a Bat Cleric. You can see, it doesn't say new. I have a copy of you. That's why I was like, wait, you look very familiar. Choose a creature type, draw a card for each permanent control of that type. This is why I was very excited for Lorwyn. I like tribal decks. And it is a set with a lot of tribal support. This creature enters with 6 Wither tokens on it. Whenever one or more permanent cards are put into your graveyard from anywhere, exile... Sorry, while this creature has a -1/-1 counter on it, remove a -1/-1 counter. So it's a 1-cost 7/7, but obviously it's a 1/1 when it starts. But as long as stuff goes in the graveyard, it will grow rapidly. Whee! Fear of missing out. When the creature enters, discard a card and draw a card. And if we have 4 types of cards in our graveyard, when this creature attacks for the first time, if there are 4, yeah, that's the delirium part. Untap target creature. After this phase, there's an additional combat phase. Oh, a van. Whenever more scouts or pirates enter. Imperfect Naturals. I got a lot of blight generation, but not a whole lot of outlets for counters. That's the tricky part. You gotta have a nice little balance. Lorwyn, Imperfect Naturalist. Mill 4 cards, then you may put a creature or land from among the milled cards on top of your library. Discard a land, create a 1/1 black and green worm creature token. That's fun. Another good artifact. At the beginning of upkeep, each player draws a card, and whenever an opponent draws a card, that player loses 1 life. I like it. Kin Binding. Creatures you control get +X/+X, where X is the number of creatures that enter the battlefield under control this turn. At the beginning of combat on your turn, make a 1/1 green and white Kithkin creature token. So good for the Ajani card we got. Golbez. Whenever an artifact you control enters, survey 1. Some of these are not from the new sets, and I already know what they do. A door I didn't have? A room, rather? That's nice. Goblin Sorcerer. Beginning your first main phase. Reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal X non-land cards, where X is the number of colors among permanents you control. For each of those colors, you may exile a card of that color from among the revealed cards, then shuffle, and you may cast the exiled card. Ooh. I like you. Tristan, Callous Cultivator. Whenever this creature enters or transforms, mill 3 cards. If there's an elf in your graveyard, you gain 2 life. I think we'll be making an elf deck. All creatures have haste when a player taps a basic land for mana. Curious Colossus, very nice. Each creature target opponent controls loses all abilities, becomes a coward, and has a base toughness of 1/1. Create 2/2/1 white flying insect creature tokens, impending 4.
Oh, I'll be
Whoa.
much more than a thorn in your side.
That's good. We got Oko. At the beginning of your first main phase, you may pay 1 green to transform. Each side has different abilities. The front is only pluses, the back is only minuses. Up to 1 target creature gains all creature types. Target creature gets -2, -0 until your next turn. And then on the back, mill 3 cards, put a permanent card from among them in your hand. Create 2 3/3 elk creature tokens. -6, choose a creature type. You get an emblem with creatures you control, the chosen type, get +3/+3, and have vigilance and hexproof. Nice. Mox Jasper.
I will turn the tide of battle.
And another Elspeth. I'm liking that I'm getting multiples of some nicer cards here. Soundtrack change. Open 10 at a time. Let's start with these first, only 5. Whee! I guess there's gonna be a lot of cards. We'll take our time looking at the rares. And these, as we build decks, we'll talk about. Otherwise, we'll be here all day. Emptiness. When this creature enters, if 2 white was spent to cast it, return target creature card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. If 2 black was spent to cast it, put 3 -1 counters on up to 1 target creature. It has Evoke. So if we just want to use its effect, we could save 4 mana. Soul Immolation. Has additional cost to cast this spell. Blight X. X can't be greater than the greatest toughness among creatures of control. Immolation deals X damage to each opponent and each creature they control. Pick up some myth packs, start catching up. Chronicle of Victory. Choose a creature type. Creatures control of the chosen type get +2/+2 and a first strike and trample. Whenever you cast a spell of the chosen type, draw a card. Oh, again, so much nice support for tribal decks.
Come with me to safety.
Another copy of Ajani, yes.
Fate's a favor.
Another copy of
Submit to
Oko.
them.
I might have to make some standard decks. Whee! Goddamn! One of them had double rares. Nice. Good mana is very nice to have. Shocklands are good. Dorn besieged by time. A tree folk druid. Each creature spell you cast with toughness greater than its power costs 1 less to cast. Whenever creature control attacks or blocks, it gets +X/+X, where X is the difference between power and toughness. A white, black, green, only has 1 additional non-colored mana to cast it. Has a very specific setup. I think this is a commander deck waiting to happen. Kin Scare Sentry. First strike lifelink. Whenever this creature attacks, put a creature card with mana value X or less from your hand onto the battlefield tapped and attacking, where X is the number of attacking creatures you control. I think you might be my Johnny deck. When this creature enters, survey 2. Whenever 1 or more other creatures you control enter, if they entered or were cast from a graveyard, create a token that's a copy of them. This ability triggers only once each turn. Choose 2 creatures you control. You draw X cards, and the chosen creatures get +X/+X, and gain trample until end of turn, where X is the difference between the chosen creature's power. Oh yeah. Look at that. These 2 are going to be friends. Another one of him. When this creature enters, you may discard a card. If you do, search your library for a creature card, reveal it, put it into your hand, and then shuffle. Lochmare. Enters at 3 -1 counters. Remove a counter from this creature, draw a card. Remove 2 counters from this creature, tap target creature, and put a stun counter on it.
Here's a clever strategy for you.
We have a full play set of Oko. Bitter Blossom. At the beginning of your upkeep, you lose 1 life and create a 1/1 black fairy creature with flying and a nice mythic wild card. I better get anti-Ul, goddammit. Where's my anti-Ul at? A fairy wizard. This creature enters with a -1/-1 counter on it. Remove a counter. And then counter target non-creature spell. Its controller draws a card. As this enchantment enters, choose a creature type. Double all damage that sources you control of the chosen type would deal. Sig's Command. Create a token that's a copy of target merfolk you control. Creatures target player control gain lifelink until end of turn. Target player draws a card. Tap target creature, put a stun counter on it. That's a nice one. Flitterwing Nuisance. Creature enters with -1/-1 counter on it. Remove a counter from this creature. Whenever a creature controlled deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker this turn, draw a card. Enters with 2 wither counters on it. Beginning your end step, you may remove a counter from this creature. When you do, return target creature card with power 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Another Lorwyn. I love the arts for this guy. This really goes back to like the first Lorwyn set, that style. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell from your hand, exile that card with a dream counter on instead of putting it into your graveyard as it resolves. Whenever this creature attacks, you may cast a spell from among cards you own in exile with dream counters on them without paying its mana cost. That even seems familiar. Is this a reprint? Erdu, Carrier of Dawn. Creature spells you cast have Convoke. Beginning your first main phase, you may pay to transform. It's flying lifelink on both sides. Each other non-token creature control has Persist. At the beginning of your first main phase, you may transform it. Elemental God. Another Curious Colossus, which again, a very nice card. It's like a nice big 7/7 creature and a board clear. You better give me anti-Ul, goddammit. Champion of the Klachan. As additional cost to cast a spell, behold a Kithkin and exile it. Other Kithkin you control get +1/+1. When this creature leaves the battlefield, return the exiled card to its owner's hand. A rare. Another Dorn. Grub. Storied Matriarch. When this creature enters or transforms into Grub, return up to 1 target goblin card from your graveyard to your hand. Beginning your first main phase, you may pay to transform. Whenever it attacks, you may blight 1. If you do, create a tapped and attacking token that's a copy of the blighted creature, except it has a beginning of your end step, sacrifice it. Like if we... Is Anti-Ul in here? I assume it is! This would be nice for the Anti-Ul deck. Another 6 commands. This spell can't be countered. Pay 2 life is the ward. Spells you control can't be countered. Other creatures you control have ward, pay 2 life. Excellent. Tap 2 untap creature control. Copy target triggered ability you control. You may choose new targets for the copy. Activate only as a sorcery. For each color among permanents you control, add 1 mana of that color. Oh, damn, Bloom Tender. Now that's some high-quality mana dorkage right there. This spell can't be countered. Counter all spells your opponent controls, and all abilities your opponents control. Create a 1/1 blue and black fairy creature token with flying for each spell and ability countered this way. Another one of him. Helix Pinnacle. Put X tower counters on this enchantment at the beginning of your upkeep. If there are 100 or more tower counters on this enchantment, you win the game. Interesting. Just put this in a mono green deck with all of the mana generation you can find, and just try and pay your way to victory. And Blaze Epiphany deals X damage to target creature. When that creature dies this turn, exile a number of cards from the top of your library equal to its power. Then choose a card exiled this way. Until the end of your next turn, you may play that card. Mirrormind Crown. As long as this equipment is attached to a creature, the first time you would create 1 or more tokens each turn, you may instead create that many tokens that are copies of equipped creature. Ooh! Ooh! That's fun. Reese the Evermore. When he enters, another target creature control gains Persist. And then remove any number of counters from target creature control. Activate only as a sorcery. Dream Harvest. Each opponent exiles cards from the top of their library until they have exiled cards with total amount of value 5 or greater this way. Until end of turn, you may cast cards exile this way without paying their mana cost. Bridget's Command. Choose to create a token that's a copy of target Kithkin you control. Target player creates 1/1 green and white Kithkin creature tokens. Target creature you control gets +3/+3. Target creature you control fights target creature and opponent controls. Another Kirill, attempt to first year. Grub's Command. Create a token that's a copy of target goblin you control. Creatures target player controls get +1/+1 and gain haste. Destroy target artifact or creature. Target player mills 5 cards and then puts each goblin card milled this way into their hand. High Perfect Morcount. This is what you were talking about, MacLeod. Whenever High Perfect Morcount or another elf you control enters, each opponent blights 1. Tap 3 untapped elves you control and proliferate. Oh, baby. Can we make a nice elf wither deck? Them thighs!
You will not hurt my wards.
And is that my third Ajani? Do I have a playset of Ajani now? Another copy of Winnowing. Another copy of Harmonized Crescendo. Another Collective Inferno. Another Twilight Diviner. They're not saying first, but is this the same Shockland we got before? I guess it was. I wasn't paying too much attention. Bristlebane Battler. Trample and ward. This creature enters with 5 wither counters on it. When another creature you control enters while this creature has wither on it, remove a counter from it. Aurora Awakener. Trample with Vivid. When this creature enters, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal X permanent cards, where X is the number of colors among permanents you control. Put any number of those permanent cards onto the battlefield, then put the rest of the revealed cards on the bottom of your library in a random order. Meek Attack. You may put a creature card with total power and toughness 5 or less from your hand onto the battlefield. That creature gains haste at the beginning of the next end step. Sacrifice that creature. There we go. A nice svelte amount of packs there. Boop, boop. Claim a few of these things. Lands, am I right? Okie dokie. What's my set completion look like now? I went to the wrong tab. Profile. Set collection. 69%! Nice. That's what you like to see. Apparently I hit 69% with Avatar. And that one was just virtue of, like, getting the freebie packs as we went. So I think we'll see this grow a fair bit more. Because if I hit 69% on this set and I didn't even care for the set, I think we'll get here pretty fast. Granted, we also started playing the game at this point. I might pick up a few more packs. I got enough gold here for what? 8 more packs? White and blue, white and red, black and red. It stayed the same, but it just went up in number. All right. Before we buy a few more, you know what? No, let's just do it. just get them. Packs. Or maybe I'll check my collection, see how many mythics remain, because mythic packs... Do we want the mythics is the question. Come on, brain! Wake up! I drank some tea from my throat. However, it also had stuff in there that's like, oh, you feel a little sleepy. Lorwyn Eclipsed. Show me only the mythic rares and the rares, please. Let's make it even simpler. Show me what I don't own. Let's start on the interesting side. We don't have Fey Ascendant. Black, green, blue elf. Whenever Marilyn or another elf or fairy you control enters, exile the top 2 cards of target opponent's library. Once each turn you may cast spells with mana value less than or equal to the number of elves. I think maybe I'm going to want that one. For a stupid elf deck. And this, I guess, kind of confirms that Anti-Ul is not in Arena? That's weird. I wonder how they make these choices. Yeah, no Anti-Ul. I won't be able to play the Anti-Ul deck in Arena? That's sad. Alright. I was talking about whether or not we want to grab Mythic. How many Mythics remain? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 Mythics remain. How many of these are like, I should buy Mythic packs to increase the odds we find? Deceit! And when this creature enters, if 2 blue were spent, return up to 1 other target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. If black was spent, target opponent reveals their hand, you choose a non-land card from it, discard that card. Choose a creature type as additional cast, behold your creatures of that type, search your library for creature card with mana value X or less, reveal it, put it in your hand, and shuffle. If this spell's additional cost was paid and the revealed card is the chosen type, put that onto the battlefield instead. That's pretty nice. I think I'll just buy normal packs, although that's adorable. Look at this guy. I like him. Dog plant. Alright. Let's buy ourselves a few normals. You could buy our deck in the shop. Anti-Ul? $90 packs. That's weird. Decks. Foundation deck, Brawl, Anti-Ul, Curse Wedge. But I don't understand. How do we get her in the game if she wasn't... Maybe she's not part of the set? These are already in your collection. I mean, I own Terramorphic Expanse, just not that artwork version. Come on. Come on now. The Reaper, King no more. Betrayal Sting. Anti-Ul Curse Wench. This raises some questions. Decks. Collection. It's Lorwyn! What's going on, Red Rover? Come on over. Ooh. Auntie. Huh, alright. There she is. I guess it doesn't count as the Lorwyn set. What set is she a part of? as far as the game's concerned. About to hit some shrooms? Ooh, lucky. It's a little shield with a moon. Her own thing, apparently. Huh. Very interesting. Okay. Foundation deck. Anti-Ul. Apparently I have more cards from this one than this one. This is from this set, so I'll be able to get that one no problem. I feel like we could probably just make the deck for the most part. We don't need to have the exact same cards in here. And we have plenty of these things. Like, we don't need Terramorphic Expanse. Yeah, I'm definitely going to craft Anti-Ul. Reflecting Pool. Like, a lot of the lands we already own. Just from different sets. Wait a minute. Can I copy? Is there like a copy button? I want to bring it into deck editor. I know how to do this. Back. Hold on. I'm just gonna do. Do ba da ba. Where's that copy button? I don't think this website has the... We just need to copy it as a text document, basically. Then we can import it. Played a lot of the set. Yeah, we just opened all our packs today. This will be my first day here. Deck list. Moxfield, you would help me out, right? There we go. Copy. Avoid vivid grab elves. Import. Soul ring. Come on. I don't think this is the one on you then. Miss negative commander. No, I just want... Curse Wench commander deck. How is this so hard? What is this called? I said with a smile, you don't have to pull just yet. You can tap mana for a while. We all understand, we all understand, we all understand. Magic Man, what's going on? Pardon the lack of audio while I try to find the deck list here. I saw some elf ball decks. I love... God damn it. Killing me, website. Boop-a-da-ba. Deck list. Maybe that's the word I need. Download. Copy for Arena. I mean, worst case scenario, we just remove Soul Ring from the list if that's where it's going to be. A bummer. Fine. Let's get rid of Soul Ring from the little text prompt here. Delete. I'll replace it with a swamp. We fiddling with our decks? I love fiddling with my decks. Oh. I guess the game version probably... Yeah, there are cards that... Whatever. I wanted to, but I guess we can't do it that way. You know what? I know what. I'll do it this way. For Arena. I just want to be able to start that working point here. Anti-Ul Brawl deck list. Ba-ba-da-ba. Copy. Whatever. I don't care. The client doesn't have all cards. Yeah, but what's weird is the Anti-Ul deck is available in the store. And I just want to, like, bring it into the deck editor so I could choose which cards to craft and which ones to replace with other cards. But they don't make it very easy. They don't make it easy. There has to be a way to copy this. Like, somehow. It's weird that there isn't, like, bringing it to deck editor. Snip tool? I don't think I see what you see. What a dumb interface. How frustrating. There should be a more graceful fail. What's really annoying is if I try to import a list and there are cards that are not in Arena, it doesn't give me a list of the cards that it failed to import. It'll list one, I'll edit the import list, and then it'll move to the next one. And I'll delete that one, and it'll move to the next one. It's like, this is... Just import what is allowed, game. Just import what's allowed. So we're gonna want to make an anti-ool. We're definitely gonna want to make ourselves a, the secondary commander that I can't see because this interface is terrible. But coding takes effort. Where's my boy? Where's the king? Like, we'll make do with lands. We don't need all this nonsense. Reaper King. We're gonna want Reaper King. Reaper King no more. But let's worry about this later. For right now. You know what? Before we even buy anything or jump into anything, there's something we could do first. Which is we could jump into. How you doing, PJ? Hello! Jump into Lorwyn Eclipsed. That's what we want. Start. Ooh, goblins. Kithkin. Vivid. So, both goblins and Kithkin are things that I would like to build around. I think I'll do Kithkin first. Oh, and Blighted. Blighted's perfect. It does make us into a, into a weird deck of 4 colors, but I just want the cards. I want Kithkin cards, I want Blighted cards. Reminds me of the Mike Tyson, now Kith meme. Exactly. That's why we did it. For that very reason. A lot of white, a lot of black, and then just a sprinkle of green. And yet, I see 4 mountains in here. Why are there 4 mountains? Is there any red in here at all? Green, black, black, white, black, white, green, white, black, or white, green, black. I'm looking for activated abilities right now. White, green, white, green, white, green, black, 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 white, white, white. Now, I'm just a simple man. But we just looked at every card, and none of them have red. Not a single one. Why are there 4 mountains in here? What the hell? 421 mentioned, like, some of the packs are a little poorly distributed. But this is like, there is 0 reason. Do any transform? None of them showed us any transformations, right? It would show us both sides of the card if they flipped. Like this one shows us the token. Shows us the token it can make. This is lunacy. The mountains are just a flex. The mountains are just a handicap. There's nothing in here. Nothing at all. Not a single card utilizes red mana. The box. The box shows us 3 mana colors. 3. Green, black, white. Even the box knows. Except for 2 cards for jump in. Because if you're making your deck, like, you should add more removal. The deck colors are blue, red, and green, game. These mountains are a real problem. This'll throw him off mountain. You're not ready for what's coming next. Insofar that there will be 0. Gains Wither until end of turn. What's going on, Smith? I want to get Moonshadow out there soon. Yeah, I like Moonshadow. Sure, let's get Moonshadow out there. It looks scary, but for now it's not. Who are you gonna return to my hand? There you go. Big old forest druid. He's got 2 islands and the game's letting him think about it. We might not be having this card enter the field here. Take your time though, thinking about it. She grows! Yeah! I got 3 rares. Lorwyn, Imperfect Naturalist, Grub, Storied Matriarch, and Tristan, Callous Cultivator. Grub, I think, will be a fun one to build around. I have 0 idea if these are even any good. I would say all 3 are good. It really depends on, like, what kind of stuff you're looking to do, you know? Oh boy, more mountains! Yeah. You haven't logged into Arena in a while? So PJ, If you haven't logged in for a long time, on the main screen in the upper right, there's like a little mailbox symbol. If you click on that, you might have packs waiting for you. Anything with an attachment is like free packs you could open. So just open all the packs you got waiting for you. I opened like 120 packs when I re-logged into this because I haven't played the game for like a year. But the nice thing is, every time you open packs, it like fills a meter and you get wild cards. You could use the wild cards to make whatever card you want. Controlled by different players, return these creatures to their owner's hands. You're just a bastard, you know that? Yeah, you open a lot of boosters. $47 common, 58 uncommon, 22 rare, 8 mythic. Nice. I still don't have any green mana. This is stupid. These mountains are a real bummer, I gotta say. No! Turn target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Alright. Come on back, Moonshadow. Really hope I draw a forest one day. Something I've been enjoying, PJ, is doing Brawl for my games. No, only more mountains. I have half the mountains that this mountainless deck has given me. Sorry, I have half the mountains that this deck that features 0 red costs has in it, which is stupid. This is a nightmare. Anyway, PJ, I've been making Brawl decks because you only need 1 copy of each card in there. So it's a nice alternative to Standard for, you know, doing your dailies and making progress. Changing land is the chosen color. Yep. Yeah, I like Highlander / Singleton. It's good stuff. Yeah, they're realizing they might need blockers. Come on, baby. Oh my god, green mana! Alright, Moonshadow. They said it would never happen. I believed. I never stopped believing. Alright, we have Kithkin, technically, because we have shapeshifters in here. I would like create a token that's a copy of a target Kithkin, and target creature you control fights another one. Make me another lifelink. If that one card happens to be a counter, I'll be pissed. Sorry. Oh, smart. It was, in fact, a counter. But it was on the creature. Whatever. I don't even care. I want to activate your ability. You and you. Stupid 4 health. But I am gonna slowly grow my moon shadow. That's your big boy. Oh, big boy. Let's see. I only need to block one of y'all. Good. Okay. I mean, unless that card in his hand is really something special. I'm feeling pretty good. Alright, despite the stupid mountains, that's one down. Dumb goddamn mountains. Duretti, Rocketeer, Engineer. Good old mountains. They're not holding us back. Exclamation mark victory. What's going on, Opportunity? How you doing? Here for your life points. I need those. We put together in the Jump Into Magic free events where you choose packs, I chose Kithkin and Blighted. And the deck has cards that use green, cards that use white, cards that use black. The deck has 4 mountains in it for some reason. I don't understand. I don't know why they put the 4 mountains in here. Taxes. I guess we are in 2026. I usually do my taxes in February because a lot of the places take a while to send you the forms you need. Like until I get my what is it called? W2, W12, W something? Whatever. I need to get that form from one of my jobs before I can do anything. You're already... How's the digital paper crack? I enjoyed opening a bunch of boosters. Yeah, W2. Taxes are stupid. Yes, they are. Extra stupid when you're in, like... It's like... extra stupid when... It's like, I don't think these are going to be used to fund anything even remotely useful for a while. At least my state taxes I can feel good about. Saving wildcards for anything specific? I might want to try and make the anti-Ool commander deck in this game as much as I can. Right? That's what I'm saying. This is how much we know you owed. Check your work. Check our work or you get audited. Bigby, we checked every single card in the deck. None of them have a red cost activated ability. Even the box for it, like they generate a box, only shows 3 of the colors. Nothing uses black. Sorry, nothing uses red. It's very silly. And they tell me it's correct. Like, as Gomper's pointing out, they're aware of how much I owe. Just send me a paper with, like, a list and the final, like, tally. Oh. How dare you? Shadow. Listen, I'm going to... Oh, I have to use the whites here. Oh, the forests are so annoying. What format is this? This is Jump into Magic. Wouldn't it be nice if you could choose that opportunity? Do we have a Kithkin out there? We do. Okay. Alright, that's fine. Maybe they noticed that a bunch of the jump into packs are broken right now because as we were discussing, This deck has no red activated mana stuff, and yet it gave me 4 mountains in this deck. It's very funny. Cutting out the middleman. No, that's good. Will slowly grow Moonshadow. Making taverns in Rift Wizard 3, stocked with friendly adventurer companions. That's a very exciting opportunity. I was hyping up Rift Wizard 3 a little bit in Alice's stream because a few folks in there are into Rift Wizard 2, talking about how different 3 is in a very exciting way. They already used their kill something with low attack. So Moonshadow should be safe for a while. Attack me. Want to put garbage in my graveyard. Come on, get in here. Attack me. Damn it. You sure you don't want to attack me? That 3/7's a bit of a bummer. Are you sure? Okay. Not how I would have distributed them, but that's okay. Grow bigger, Moonshadow. Bigger! Now attack me. Or don't. That stupid blighted Blackthorn. Do they have to okay my next phase? They don't have any cards. What activated ability? Remove 2 counters. No attacks. Attack me, please. I feel that pain. I understand. I have a theory about why Commander's popular. It's not because it's good. Playing Commander's very janky. But building Commander decks is much easier than building a 60 card deck. I think the reason why Commander is popular is... if you think of Magic the Gathering as a board game, Commander just introduces more mechanics that are fun to interact with. Like, the Commander being a special card that's always in the command zone, and you don't have to worry about losing it, means you could build decks around Commander abilities, and that's a lot of fun. I rather enjoy Commander. You get more stuff to play with because they're wider. Also true. Makes combo decks have to put in more work. Also true. Come on, attack me.
Attack me.
Already has exile target creature. Oh, come on. I've been working so hard on Moonshadow. This deck doesn't have anything else going for it. I was messing with EDH Flub's Landfall last night. It felt like the combo kind of assembled itself. Statistically, having only one copy of each card in your deck would make comboing less consistent. Not saying it never happens. I've definitely had silly combos come together. But it's a lot easier to make a combo deck when you could have 4 copies of all the components in there. Come on, attack me already. We are not in a great position here. Yeah, landfall's a lot easier, but that's not what we mean by combo. Like, that's just building around a mechanic. Usually a combo is like, this particular card, when paired with this particular card, allows for this particular game-winning resolution to go up. Like, to use a very famous example, Painter's Scarecrow and Grindstone. Or Millstone. Those 2 cards combo together to win the game on the next turn. Or that turn. Finally. Exodia would be the Yu-Gi-Oh example. Like, you need all the Exodia parts to combo into Exodia. Although I don't think Exodia is necessarily the win condition, right? I'm not a Yu-Gi-Oh person. I don't know if they would be allowed to change your deck. If you do another jump into, it probably fix the mana. Exodia is, oh, there you go. Then yes, Exodia would be a good example. Again, I don't know Yu-Gi-Oh. Don't give me a timer. They're the one that took 6 years. Exodia is the name of a trope that involves assembling a combo in a game. Exodia is named, like, it's only a trope because of the namer, the trope namer, which is Exodia from Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, fuck off! There's no way we're turning this around. Yeah, there's a distinction between, like, synergy, which if you have a landfall deck, lands trigger landfall, you have a bunch of those cards in there. That's distinct from, like, a combo deck, where you have particular components that assemble to form a combo, and that's your win condition. Things are looking up! Just attack me with everything. What? What's that game? Fine. I'm gonna lose on purpose because they keep on giving me these system messages. I just wanna get, you know, past these system messages. So I'm just gonna... Like in Commander, a somewhat common combo that I can't remember the card names of is... You put together the combo engine, which is a card that says, for the 2 mana you spend, target player draws a card and loses 2 life. And you essentially assemble enough mana that you just force the next player to draw their life total's worth of cards and they die. And there's a few, like 3 cards, 4 cards involved. And it works in Commander largely because their commander allows them to... Well, the commander is like the main block of the engine. And then they fill their deck with like as much tutelage as they can get. So like they have a lot of cards that are search for a specific thing. But again, it's a 100-card deck. And it's not as consistent as building around, like, I have 4 copies of each, and this is a 60-card deck. It would work a lot better in there, I imagine. Do I have to restart the game, I assume, here? Yep, there it is. Update. Whoop, whoop, whoop. 64, 68, 99, play. I like combo decks in card games as a player of those decks, but they are often very frustrating to play against because most combo decks are also control decks. Because you just want to lock the other player down as much as possible while you assemble the parts. They can be real frustrating to play against. Alright. It has the 3 mana symbols, but does it still have the mountains? Yep. So yeah, it didn't change the deck. I wonder why it said you can't do any new matches. I wonder what they patched. If anyone could find the patch notes, I'd be interested to find out. I'm just gonna keep them because one of each mana color here. Yeah, multi-turn combos, or a lot of component parts. In the world of Shadowverse, I had a lot of combo decks. 2 or 3 card infinites are very bad in my opinion. Generally speaking, yes. Like, you want people to play the game, so it's not great if, like, you're just watching someone play with themselves. Do 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 do. Giggity. Yes. Green, you say? All right. There you go. Reaping Willow. How dare you? I need more Kithkin. Oh, yeah. All right. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice bear you have there. Yeah, I'm thinking a Kithkin deck's gonna be real nice. Real nice, like. Claim! High noon. You can't do that! That's copyrighted. Each player can't cast more than 1 spell each turn. Let's get our 3rd win here. The patch was just UI bug fixes and a couple of card inaction fixes. Ah. Well, thanks for letting me know, Big Me. I can't with these fucking mountains. Katase, thank you for that resubscription. I really should play this sometime. Jump in, add me as a friend. Now's a good time to turn it on. You'll get the new set just dropped. You'll get 3 packs from it. Draw a swap, please. It's a little sad that I didn't draw one. Can't attack or block. No blocks, I'll take 3. Thought weft is good. But Crossroad Rogers first here. Thought weft will do the good work. Been so obsessed with The King is Watching. Isn't it fun? I really like The King is Watching. We'll probably have some of that later tonight. No, not yet, Katase. I'll make sure you're here when I play it. We'll either do that today or tomorrow. I'm glad you've been liking The King is Watching. It's a lot of fun. Mother of God. They're like, oh, this little bastard. Alrighty. Despite 4 mountains in the deck as a handicap, we're okay. Illusion spinners. I really wish it would have a button here that's like, just apply it. Just do it now. Hell yeah, you can. Weren't we already friends, my dude? Add. So mine is Spleen Machine, hashtag 86722. So anyone that wants to add me in this game, there it is. And if you're watching this on YouTube, there it is. Is there a convenient way for me to copy this so I can just paste it in chat? Profile. Surely there's a way for me to copy this thing, right? Thank you. There it is. I appreciate that. Don't call me Shirley. Why is the store glowing? Stop doing this to me. Might as well put myself on the mastery track. I already know I'm going to do it. I have the gems for it. Unlock mastery. You were... What? Plus 10 levels? What? You could skip levels? That's stupid. Just normal type, thank you very much. I got a moose. Claim. Claim. What kind of nonsense do we have for our orbs? Nice. And a bunch of card styles. It's so weird to me that they put out 2 commander decks from this set, but they're not a part of the set in Arena. I guess that means you can't get anti-Ool in a normal booster pack out in the wild either. Just strange. Very excited to be a tree man at some point. There are at least 86,721 other spleen machines. They're all copycats. They all came after my throne. I need more white and red and black and red. Alright, well, we got a quick draft for Duskmorn? Oh, neat. I'm glad they go back to earlier sets here. Traditional draft, jump in. Ba, boo, ba, ba, boo, ba, ba. I don't think I did. I don't see a pending friend request at the moment. Very bad, but yeah, they're all me. I'm just really bad. I want to jump back in, but I want to jump back in with a different deck. Am I not allowed to retire this one and do it again? Midweek magic jump in, not this jump in. No, only allowed to do it once? Top left. Alright, I guess we're only allowed to do this particular midweek jump in once. Oh, wait. Yeah, no, it doesn't have the retired deck. Usually you could redo jump in over and over and over again. But I guess this one, not. Yeah, I gotta pee. I drank a lot of tea before I started here, so BRB.